Ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
In my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Hard out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. Let's go. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. We got a lot of weed to smoke. We got some fantasy football to talk about. And for all you crazy Cowboy fans, how about them Cowboys? Dalvin Cook, is he going to be the savior to that running back room over there? Oh, man. I see Tino in the house. What up, Tino? I know Derek came in earlier to talk about Dalvin Cook. I think all this means for the Cowboys is that it's Rico. Rico is not the guy. Rico's not the guy. He could not be the guy who would be the 1A or the 1B to Zeke. I mean, however you slice it, always felt like Rico was going to be the guy with more rush attempts, more yards. And now I don't know about that. It's going to be a three-headed monster over there, even though Dalvin Cook is not really much of a monster anymore. But that Cowboys running back room, it wasn't really too strong, and that's why they had to go get Dalvin Cook, like over there. So, am I going out there and trying to draft Dalvin Cook? Probably not. I think it's going to be trash all the way around. Just like Zeb says, that damn Cowboys still trash. But now it's going to make me pump the brakes on Rico a little bit, though. I mean, you're still getting him super late. You might even be able to get him later, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be ugly over there. It's gonna be ugly. And Stranger, shout out to the Houday Nation. What up? What up? Zeb said went to 311 and what is it? AWOL Nation said show last night, going to Creed and Three Doors Down show on Saturday. Man, Zeb's living his best life. He's always at dope ass concerts and shit like that. Hell yeah. And Tino said I want Kyren so bad now that I know that he's the full-time returner. Do we think that if he's the full-time returner, is he going to be the full-time workhorse back now, though? Like, that's like another thing. But I said it. I know Tino heard me, too. I said it before. When it comes to these guys who are the primary kick returners, not punt returners, kick returners, I feel like the running backs have the greater value back there because they are used to that. I mean, it's like the running backs, they're going to be running behind a line of 9 people now, though. Like 9 people instead of 5 or 6. Now they're going to be running behind 9 people. And they're just used to that. Like, it's just way different for the receivers, right? Like, they're not used to taking the ball and having it, like, I mean, not a lot of people, like that. And so I feel like for some of these wide receivers, yeah, they're still going to be getting points, the DBs, like as well, Tino, who just said it right there. I mean, Kassan Nixon, right? I mean, that's one of them. I mean, he's not like that. I mean, he's going to be their nickel back, over there for the Packers. And I feel like he's maybe one of the only ones like that I can think of right now, like a DB that I really want, because he's going to get a shitload of tackles for one. I mean, he was already getting a shitload of tackles last year. So now you mix in a couple points as the returner, but that's like legit. The only one that I can think of is Kassan Nixon for the Packers. The only DB anyways. Hey, Yuck in the house. What up, Yuck? And he said, Cook and Zeke, goddamn. Right? What year are we in? What is this, 2018? Are we back in 2018 now? Jamie said makes complete sense. They want to keep Kyren healthy, but give him punt returns duties where you get him hurt. Well, I don't. I think he's. I'm still waiting to hear more on this, but from my understanding is kick return, not punt return. Kick return, not punt return. They're going to get a running back there. They're going to get a running back there. And for the kickoffs, the hits will never, never be as hard as they were with the previous kick where everyone's sprinting from the 30-yard line, 40-yard line, whatever the hell it is. They will never take the contact on the kick return that they used to have. Never. Not on a kick return. Punt return's different. We're talking kick returns right now. And hey, shout out to Antonio. What up, bro? Shout out to Minnesota Marty. What up, bro? And let's see. What's Zeb say? Aaron Rodgers, Derrick Henry, and the second for Lamar. Ooh, and B-Rob, and the fourth. Give me your running backs. Because I know Derrick Henry is a super old running back in Dynasty, but B-Rob the Mob is never going to be top end, And Derrick Henry shit. He legit could be going for 20 touchdowns this year. Like, remember when Mark Ingram was over there handling biz? Like, oh, man, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Yuck says, as a Cowboy fan, it's and Antonio said, I assume Bijan. I assume that there's no way in hell that it's Bijan. If it's Bijan, like it's Lamar's side by like 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000%. But I'm assuming that it's Brian Robinson, right? Zeb, let me know. Brian Robinson, right? Nobody in their right mind would would trade Lamar and Bijan for Aaron Rodgers and Derrick Henry. And Tino said you can still get your shit split on the kickoff. No, not like before. No way in hell. Not like before. And Jamie said, I heard the McVay interview and he said punt, but it does make more sense kick return. Well, and see, I didn't hear his. I'm just from all the rumors and everything that I've been seeing and all the notifications and shit is kick returner, but I'm not Sean McVay. Like if they're going to have him returning punts, that's on them. I mean, that wouldn't be the smartest thing though. Kick return's different. And Anthony, what up? He said, dynasty sleepers around 16 to 26. Fuck, man. It's all trash when we get there. I mean, you're going to be taking, I don't know, like, see, like, I don't even know where a guy like Khalil Shakir would even be going. Would he be going in around 16 through 26? What's it called? Josh Palmer, guys like that. And Tina said, you missed Trey Tucker get killed, Huss? Maybe. Find the link. Show me. Because out of all these kick returns, like I didn't see any kick returns where anybody got completely dead, out there. What up, Zach? He said, Ernest Jones to the Titans. Yes, I am disappointed about that because I legit feel like this is like, remember when the Bears got rid of Roquan and traded him, and then it was like Jack Sanborn, yeah, he's the future of the Bears linebacking crew, and he was like somewhat decent for like that year. But then what do? They go pay linebackers the next year because they really don't have anybody, but they knew they were never going to pay Roquan. So it was like, get something for him now before you get absolutely nothing. And that's literally what that Ernest Jones trade was, because man, they swapped 5th and 6th round picks and then threw in Ernest Jones like in there. So like, yeah, it sucks, man. It's a huge downgrade for Ernest Jones because, man, I swear, man, like you look at Bobby Wagner, who's been over there forever, Ernest Jones, like just some of these interior like linebackers, and like they've had a lot of guys that they missed on, but that was one of the guys that they hit on. And so even when because they remember they got rid of Bobby Wagner, like same thing. It's like they got to save money like where they can right now because they're really trying to keep this thing afloat, And Will said Jones will be okay in Tennessee. Yes, he'll be okay in Tennessee, but he was going to be a stud with the Rams. That's what I want everybody to realize. I'm not saying that he won't be great. but I had him ranked very, very high amongst IDP. And now, no, he's like bottom 25. Like I'd put him up there with the guys like Anal Zone. I'll put him up there with the guys like Anal Zone.
Get in the zone.
So, yeah, he's from where I had him before, I think he was very close to 10, very close to top 10. Now he's like 20, like somewhere in the 25s, like for me, like around there. King D, what up, bro? Shout out to the LBC. And Zeb said I got Derrick Henry, JT, White, Stevenson, Kamara, Gibson. My QBs are Rodgers, Stafford, and Burrow. Man, I'm not forcing that trade. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not forcing that trade because I do want Lamar, but Rodgers he's gonna be that dude this year, man. Assuming health, and Lamar can get hurt just as easily as anybody else can, like out there. Right, Derek Sanborn is trash. I've been saying it, and people were like, "Oh, they traded Roquan for him." I was like, "No, they did not trade Roquan for him. They traded Roquan so they didn't lose out and not get nothing for him." And he's like the only person. He's like the only person. Yeah. All right. And and Yuck said, "And a double down, F you, Jerry Jones." He said, "Oh, we really said we could do it better." He said, "What, go 8-8?" Oh man. And Theo, what up? And he said, "What up?" He said, "Sign cut from the Vikings, bro." Sign, I was so disappointed in. It's crazy because I cut him from some of my leagues in Dynasty before he actually got cut by Minnesota. Because you just know, like Medalist, Bynum, Harrison Smith, like Lewis, like go sign somewhere else, bro, because like Minnesota ain't the place for you. And yeah, man, very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Former first rounder as well. I knew it at the time that they took him too high. I said it at the time. He should not have been a first rounder. But you know, they didn't know what they had in Bynum and Medalist at the time when they made that happen. Jamie said I had Jones as LB4 now, but lowered him to 12. Yeah, and for the LBs, I don't even know where I had him because I didn't do a straight LB list. I did a top 25 of like every position total, and I swear he was somewhere around number 10. And let me go see because I know I don't have the video up, but I know I have the ranks here on my redraft spreadsheet. I had him. Actually, I guess I already had him pretty low. I had him as number 23. So never mind. If I had him at 23, I guess I'm lowering him outside the 25, even past Anal Zone.
Get in the zone.
And well, so that's why I drafted Shair, Kaiser, Bernard, Trenton last night, go along with Jones. Edwards, Bolton, pretty solid. Hey, shout out to Jack Frost on Twitch. What up, my brother? He said, hey, man, doing a PPR draft this weekend, 10-man pick. I pick 8th. He said, what do you have for some sleepers or strong picks? I mean, 10-man league. I mean, I'm just saying it, bro. Every team is going to be fucking. It's all about you picking up like solid bench players, guys like Jerome Ford, guys like Chase Brown. I'm super high on Jerome Ford right now because Nick Chubb, I mean, he's not going to be playing for the first couple weeks. So Jerome Ford could be one of those guys you pick up hella late, plays for a week, does okay, and then you move him to somebody else, you know, something like that. But, man, I mean, we've been doing drafts so long, like, sleepers that I'm about right now, but 10-man league like sleepers, you know, I mean, guys who are still going in the top 10 rounds. But Stevenson, Najee, James Conner, I mean, those would be some late running backs that I'd be going after. They're not sleepers, but guys who you'd get later in a 10-man league for sure. And do not draft a quarterback early, bro. Don't be one of those guys. I'm sure you're in a single QB league. Just wait. Don't draft the QB early. Just wait. And Jamie says grab Corum. Man, I'm just not. I don't know, man. I don't know. And Theo said, glad to have Medalist and Bynum on my dynasty team. You damn right. And I like Bynum more than Medalist, but both are amazing. both are amazing. I feel like both are going to finish as top, maybe not top 12 safeties, but I bet they both finish somewhere in the top 15 safeties. And Bynum, shit, top 5, baby. I bet you he's going top. I bet you he's finishing top 5 at the position. And Tioson Jones trade make no sense. Move up one spot for your leading tackler. Okay. Well, it's money, bro. Like, you know that. Like, it's money. Why did the 49ers get rid of DeForest Buckner when he was one of their best? Because I don't even think they had Nick Bosa when they, well, now they may have, but why'd they get rid of DeForest Buckner? Because they didn't want to pay him. So they give him up for a first rounder, and then they completely miss on that first rounder. But yeah, I mean, linebackers are, see, it sucks, man. Linebackers are like the running backs, middle linebackers, interior linebackers. They're like the running backs of defense, man. There's so many that come all the time. Pause. Just every single year, and just it takes a little while for them to like get in the groove more often than not. Not everybody's a Roquan Smith. Not everybody's a Tremaine Edmonds, you know, where they start playing at 20 years old and are just like balling right out of the gate. So, I mean, that's just, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The interior linebackers get treated like shit by these teams. And a guy like Ernest Jones, who's the shit in the IDP world, literally gets traded for a pick swap. And he's the throw-in for a pick swap. And Tino said they got cap issues, who they pay. Well, they don't want to pay him. Like, I mean, come on, like Rams, they got certain guys that they're going to pay. They didn't even want to trade. They didn't even want to pay Bobby Wagner. They got rid of him, and he was going to be on a super old veterans contract, and they got rid of him. This is part of the course for the Rams. And he said, so who's going to be the man with the Rams at linebacker? None of them. Nobody. I think if anybody, it's going to be, hold on, because I forget how to pronounce his name. I got to pull it up, but it's like the Rosen something. Rosenboom. He brings the boom, baby. And I know there's a lot of people who are all over this Omar Spates or Spites or whatever the fuck it is. Dude, he's an undrafted free agent. I doubt he's even going to be, I doubt he's even going to be the starter. He's just like the guy right now that they have behind, but I'm curious how much they paid him. Let's go see how much they paid him. 3 years, 2.8 mil. Yeah, $9,000 signing bonus. Like, nah, he ain't going to be the guy. Like, I mean, he could be the Jack Sanborn for this year where he's like, you know, some kind of like random like flex play or something like that, you know, like maybe in like your off weeks. But nah, I'm not messing with it. Pam, what up, Pam? Said Gibson. I love Gibson late. Yeah. And that was actually someone who I mentioned kind of recently. Because they got rid of Kevin White. Is it Kevin White? And I really think it's going to be the Ramondre Gibson show. Gibson, former wide receiver. I bet he gets used in some kind of wide receiver capacity. I bet. Theo said, has the free draft happened yet? This week, Saturday and Sunday. So have they happened? Yes. If you're in the Wafers tournament, we've been drafting since the beginning of August, but there is more going on as well. Here's what you want to do. I'm going to throw in the link. You want to register with this link, and then you want to pick, if you want a Saturday draft, you want to pick numbers 20. You want to pick number 21 through 24, and you'll see the dates and times on there. And if you want a Sunday draft, you're going to be picking number 25 through 28. And Will said, got right. Purcell, Ray Davis as well. I mean, for redraft, I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not picking all those rookies for redraft, though. Dynasty, yeah, for sure. Hey, our man Jay in the house. What up, bro? What the fuck? All right. Why'd the 49ers trade Lance for a 4th rounder after giving up the house to get him? One reason. And Jamie said, Rosenboom, I took him 2 days ago in the 18th round of an all IDP league. Still think he's only a 50% snap player. Not now. Not now. I mean, who's it going to be? That random free agent, that the random rookie free agent that they signed for a $9,000 signing bonus? He's going to be the guy. Rams play a lot of single LB when they had Jones. Probably not anymore. Probably not, because I know they played a lot of single LB when they had Bobby Wagner as well. They don't got any guys like that anymore. All right, there's some things. I'll be sure to sign up for one. Yeah, and if you want your pick of the times, do it now, because I mean, I've been posting about that. Posted about it yesterday, today, and people have been messaging me about it. So if you want to make sure that you get whatever time you want, make sure you go get signed up right now. And Will said, watch him sign Shaq Leonard. Man, Shaq Leonard's nothing, man. Like, who's he? He's nothing. He's nothing. But that'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be hilarious for everybody who's all over this spites, whatever. I mean, they still got a week to sign somebody if they wanted to. A week and a half before they actually play. And Jay said, you got another $11 best ball? Fuck yeah, bro. Just go look in any of the leagues, any of the best ball leagues. I posted the links. Just scroll up a little bit, and I posted all the links. There's a draft today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and even Thursday afternoon. We are drafting all the way up to the start of the season, baby. And I'm in that one. I'm in that Thursday one because that's Division 138. And I want to make sure we fill up Division 138 and draft it right before, just hours before the season starts, because that's the kind of degenerates that we are around here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Will said probably the best to watch who they sign, take a flyer on them, because you know they're probably going to get the volume. Yeah, I'm more excited about Cam Curl over there now. Moving on over from the Commandos. That's the defensive guy that I want over there, because the linebackers, yeah, just throw a dart. Throw a dart. All right. All right. Whew. Said, but I'd stay away. Those safeties are going to pile up a lot of tackles there. Cam Curl, man. Let's see. Who's the other one over there? And, oh, yeah, John Johnson III. Totally forgot. But, yeah, I'm probably not going to be going after him. But Cam, though, Cam Curl, let's go. And ever since he moved over there, I've been saying that's a good move, because the strong safety on the Rams has been producing a lot of points for a lot of years. Thanks, Crispy said, what leagues do you need help filling right now? Let's go see. Good question. So if anybody wants to do a dynasty league, this one is a fast draft. It's going to be happening this Sunday at 5 p.m. West Coast time. There's only 5 spots left, I believe. It's a $30 dynasty. It's going to be the last one of the year. It's a fast draft. We have 5 spots left. Let's see. Super flex offense only, $55 buy-in. 5 spots open. Super flex offense only, $33 buy-in. We have a handful of spots left. I think a few people over there joined, but that's when we need help filling up. $33 buy-in. Super flex IDP, $33 buy-in. That's another one. We got like a handful of spots left there as well. All the draft days and times haven't been determined yet for these, but you know, they're just regular redraft leagues, 15, 16 rounds. So, I mean, they're not going to be taking an insane amount of time. Super flex IDP WWF league. And that is the one where we're going to do a draft for the wrestlers, And then those wrestlers are going to be in a Royal Rumble that I'm hosting live on PS5, and the computer is going to be playing everything out. And then the Royal Rumble determines the draft order. Okay, let's see. Vampire League. I believe there's 1 or 2 more spots in the $55 Vampire League. All the other Vampire Leagues have filled up. And as of now, there's only 2 people in the vampire race. So if you ever wanted a shot at potentially being the vampire, this would be the best shot for you. $55 buy-in. The Debo Snatcher Chain League. I believe there's only 1 spot left, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Superflex IDP, and it's a $55 buy-in. And that one is super fucking fun. That one, every single week, whoever wins a game, they get to force a 1-for-1 trade with the opponent that they beat. It's insanity, pure insanity. Let's see. A Superflex IDP auction. I believe there's only 1 spot left, if I am not mistaken. Superflex IDP auction. That one is going down Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Monday, 4:30 p.m. Let me double check, make sure there's 1 spot left there. Yeah, Monday. And actually, no. We filled that up. Never mind. There is no spots in that one. Got to do a better job of updating my my spreadsheets over here. So the Vampire League, the Vampire League, the Debo Snatcher Chain's got 1 spot. Let me go double check. Actually, no, never mind. The Debo Snatcher Chain got filled up. All right. Good. So I get the WWF Superflex IDP. That's the one, man, really do not want to have to not do that one. And that's what I'm probably going to be in as well, because if we need an extra spot, I'm definitely going to jump in there to fill that one up. Let me see, where the hell is that at again? But yeah, and we got 6 spots left there. 6 spots left there. $55. So those are a bunch. That we got to fill. And Will, whenever you say the name Crispy, it always reminds me of a hockey team played against when I was younger. Their team name was the Crisp Peacocks. What the fuck? Theo, got a little dynasty trade question. I have Jefferson, Hill, St. Brown, Pittman, Ridley, Godwin at wide receivers. Got Jones, Eckler, Spears at running back. Wondering if I should look to trade Ridley or Godwin. Depends on who you can get. Both those guys are old. So I don't know. I mean, it depends on what people think of them.
Simmons is old.
Magic Man Ricky said, just because you said I might have to do 138 from Arrowhead. Bro, do it, bro. Do it. He said, I'm going to be so drunk and high doing the tailgate. Let's go. It's starting at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. West Coast time. So it's enough time to where, because the drafts usually take like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So we should be done at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, at the latest. Let me know if you want in. I'll throw the link in here just so you could jump in. Theo, also, do you think Pittman for a first? I'd pick Zamir White, and Javonte Williams would be a fair trade. Fair trade? I mean, I don't know about fair. I mean, if you really, really need like running back help, I mean, that helps you, but you're still talking about 2 lower end running back options versus like, I don't know, Pittman's like, I mean, depend on how you slice it. I mean, he's a tier 2, tier 3, wide receiver, but he's still getting inside the top like 20 more often than not, top 20 wide receivers. I mean, so I don't know. I don't want to force a trade for 2 running backs who might be shit in a year or 2. And yeah, Crispy's the Vampire in the 33 league and the Buffy the Vampire Slayer league. Curious to see what Crispy does with that team over there because, I mean, it's not looking horrible to start, but the Vampire teams always look pretty bad in the beginning. Always. And hey, look at that. We're in mid-season form, baby. 35 minutes in, we already made it to the end of all the comments and everything. We're doing good. Appreciate all you guys rocking with me. Because you know, like 99% of the people who do this and on YouTube and all that, like there's only about 1%, if that are actually, doing this full time. So I appreciate you guys supporting the mission. Crispy, don't time out over there, bro. On the 127, said you got 15 minutes left. Thanks, Magic Man. Cody, what up? What's your draft strategy this year in a what? In a 2 QB? Or what? Huh? Okay, 12 team. I was like, what? 2 team league. I was thinking maybe 2 QB league or something. And yeah, Jay, thanks for filling up the Debo Snatch Chain League, my brother. Thanks for filling it up. And let's see. He said, I've been taking 2 RBs in the first 3 rounds since it's so shallow at the top tier. But I want to know what you think. So I think a lot of times I'm probably doing the same thing. And now it depends on where your first round pick is. But if I'm in a position to pick CMC, Breece Hall, Bijan, in that order, I'm taking one of those 3. If I can't get one of those 3 in the first round, probably going wide receiver. And then after that, depending on who I can get in the second round, if I can get a Saquon, and it's a single QB. So, I guess, it kind of really depends on how, on what players you're taking. But if I can get Derrick Henry in the second round, I'm doing it every time. And now it just depends on who the other running back is that you're picking. I don't want to force 2 running backs in those top 3, but I need to leave with one good one no matter what in those first 3 rounds. But it all depends on who's there because I don't want to jump for a guy that I don't want to grab a guy in the 3rd round who I don't want. Like that's like another thing. I'd rather take a wide receiver that I want there and then wait a round or 2, get another running back. And then, as long as you get a couple running backs in the first 10 rounds, you should be okay. And let me rephrase that. If you get a running back in the top 3 rounds, and then you get 3 more on top of that in the top 10 rounds, you should be okay. But it all starts with getting that one hero RB stud. And I am okay going double hero RB as well. I am, but it depends on who you get. Like I said, I'm not going to pick some trash, with my 3rd pick at running back because it's super scarce. I would rather take a top end wide receiver because you could still get top end wide receivers, somewhat top end wide receivers with that, with 3rd round picks. Theo said, I'm just so bad at wide receiver, wondering if I'm going to start Eckler or Spears. You mean so bad at running back? Said I really messed up trading for Eckler, but he won my league 1 year, so you can never be pissed off at that. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, for sure. If he won you a championship last year, you got the ring, baby. You got the ring. Now you make the moves, after that. That's just how it goes. And like the thing is like, who'd you say in there? Javonte and Zamir White. I do like Zamir. He would be like the best guy like on your team if he did that. But I don't know. I feel like if you wait, like, and don't trade and trade away a pick, if you can. Is this a dynasty league or a keeper league? You can trade away a 1st round pick later after the fact. Go buy a running back later. There's always people that'll end up doing that when they're not going to win. Go Bill said, do I drop Zeke for Dalvin? Fuck no. Zeke's still going to be the guy who gets like the majority of the touchdowns in that backfield. And Zeke is the worst player on your team? Like, who's the worst player on your team? Who's like roster spot 14, 15 on your team? And Jay said I took Brees. Took Brees Hall in the first and then went wide receiver heavy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, Brees is going to be the workhorse. Like, that's why I have Brees above Bijan, because, like, there is no Tyler Algier on the Falcons. As much as everybody thinks, like, Algier is going to be nothing, like, they're still going to mix him in. Tyson, what up, Tyson? What do you say here? He said 16-teamer. Tua, Herbert, or T-Law. I mean, it almost doesn't matter if it's a 16-teamer or not. Like, I'm still going Tua over all those, Tua over those three. And yeah, wondering how Dalvin will affect Zeke. He's not going to. He's not going to. So I hope he doesn't take too many touches. He's going to take touches, but he's not going to take touches away from Zeke. He's going to be taking touches away from Rico Dowdle. That's who he's going to be taking touches away from. So if you guys like Rico, this is bad for Rico. For sure is. For sure is. If it was just going to be Rico and Zeke, that's one thing. But now you muddy up these waters. Zeke's still going to be the guy when it comes to the red zone and the green zone. Bill said my bench is Eckler, Harris, Hubbard, Zeke, Reed, Coleman. And what was yeah. I mean, Zeke probably is the worst on your on your bench. I mean, it's, you know. Yeah, Eckler, Harris. I mean, Hubbard and Zeke, but I feel like I'd want to hold out on Hubbard because, like, Miles Sanders is nothing. Brooks is starting off on the pup. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of like Hubbard as a late dart throw. I mean, it's a trash offense. Like, there's no matter how you slice it. It's a trash offense. And Will, he said, I joined late. Not sure if you covered it, but you see Dalvin Cook. Yeah. We're talking about that now. So he's gonna cut into Rico's work. So everyone who is super high on Rico, it's time to pump the brakes. And Zach said the Jets got Braylon Allen there too. I mean, that's nothing. Like, Tyler Algier ran for 1,000 yards as a rookie. Braylon Allen, he's not even really going to be sniffing the field much. Zeke will be a goal line back mostly. Yeah, for sure. Pam said Jets have Davis and Allen. I mean, I know who they have, and they're going to be nothing. Zero for fantasy football. Like, nothing. No one's going to roster them for redraft leagues. If you do roster them for redraft leagues, you're going to drop them in a couple weeks. Tyler Algier actually has had, like, he's been a running back as a rookie who ran for 1,000 yards, and they still kept him as they still kept him having a role even after they drafted Bijan as a fucking top 7 pick. So that's all I'm saying. Everybody over there with the Jets, nothing compares to how decent of a backup Algier is to Bijan. He said, I would think Braylon Allen takes more away from Brees, and I would no. There's zero reason to think that, dude. Zero. Because Tyler Algier has already proved it in the NFL. Braylon Allen has not proved anything. And what was he, a 4th round pick? 4th round pick? Like, come on, man. Like, you don't pick a guy in the 4th round because you love him and because they're going to take away from your star. Like, that's depth. And that's it. Nothing more. People are on this rookie hype, you know, and I get it. People are on the rookie hype. Brees Hall is a boy, okay? Brees Hall is a dog. And he's not coming off of ACL this year. And they did all those things to improve their line. Come on, man. No. If any of you guys pick Braylon Allen in the redraft league, just remember, I told you this. Braylon Allen is a waste of a pick. Just like anybody else would be as a running back pick for the Jets in a redraft league, because you're going to pick them up and then you're going to drop them right away. They'll be like the first man, like, off of your team for whatever the week 1 flavor of the week is. Liam said, should I trade Raheem, my RB2, T. Higgins, Adani for Pacheco and Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston sucks. He's a bum, dude. I'm not trading for Quentin Johnston at all. Rather keep T. I'd rather keep T. Higgins than that. You can trade Raheem and Adani for Pacheco somehow. Do that. Then keep T and let that person keep fucking let that person keep QJ. Just Dre, what up? Said Xavier Weaver, Xavier Worthy, I'm assuming. A sleeper. I mean, with Rashee Rice not getting suspended yet, I mean, maybe because of Hollywood, he's going to miss, I don't know, 1 to 3 games. Kind of just depends on how he rehabs this injury. But I think Worthy's going to be one of those guys. I do like playing the X drop.
X gon' give it to you.
But I think Worthy's going to be like just someone who's going to be a flash in the pan in a couple games for rookie year. I don't think they go. I don't know. Maybe Juju Smith-Schuster doesn't like come into play anything with Worthy. But I just feel like them going and getting Juju. I mean, I know you got him for nothing, but it's like they got him because they don't like Sky Moore. Maybe they don't like Worthy as much as they thought they did right away. But yeah, there's I'm not on the Worthy hype for redraft. And some people are on the rookie hype due to the recency bias for sure. Always. And that's why I got to make you guys pump the brakes on these rookies. Because if I don't, who else will? Everybody else is going to keep feeding into the bullshit behind the rookie hype. But who do you trust? You trust me. That's who. I need to start being like Michael Rappaport in Deep Blue Sea. You trust me. That's who. Braylon Allen only LA round best ball shot in the dark. If all gets hurt, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Nothing more, nothing less. Tino said, pump your brake on this year's rookies. Missed this year's Puka. Fuck, man. Like, I'm just going to get him off the waiver wire week 1. I'll go all in. I'll spend half my budget on a person like that if they're worth it in week 1. Nope. Drafting rookies, filling up a whole bunch of bench rookie spots. Too many shots in the dark. Not doing it. Not doing it. More are going to fail than more are going to bust than boom. It's just how it is. It's how it is. Tino said, good luck on the waiver wire and super flex. I didn't say I wasn't drafting quarterbacks, bro. You said rookies. And Caleb and Daniels are going early. Bro, we're talking redraft, man. Why would I say don't draft rookies in the fucking dynasty league? That makes 0 sense, bro. 0 sense. Every year we have a rookie only draft. Got to remember we're in redraft season right now. Unless someone specifies dynasty or I specify dynasty, I'm talking redraft. And 8-man keeper league. Would you keep 2 more after CMC? Oh, can keep 2 more after CMC. Okay. And and Tino said, what the fuck is redraft season? when we're getting ready for when we're doing redraft drafts. Like, you know, that draft that you just did like a couple days ago? That wasn't a dynasty draft. What rookies did you pick in that draft? Tell me what rookies you picked in the draft that you just did over the weekend. I'll wait. Don't act like you don't know what the hell we're talking about, Tino. Like there's some rookie around here. Who do I keep out of Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, JT, Breece Hall, Saquon? CD and Breece. They're going to be the highest picked out of everybody. Yeah. Yeah. 8-man league, though. Why do you guys have keepers? But that's who I'd be picking. CMC, CD, and Breece. And now you got 3 fucking And now you got 3 first rounders on your team somehow. Derek, what up, bro? Said, you think Kelsey is still a top option for tight end? Of course, man. Of course. He is the top option for tight end, said McBride. The guy to get. No, he's not. McBride's only good when nobody else is playing. Better do Kelsey. Better do Kelsey. Get him somehow. So also drafted a runaway last week. I'm guessing it was out of season. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, a dynasty? Yeah. I'm still hosting dynasties. But like I said, unless I specify dynasty, most people who are coming in right now are talking about redraft. Sorry you don't understand that. And Jay said, most leagues, I got 1 rookie RB and 1 wide receiver. I'm not taking any of these rookie wide receivers. Because in redraft, and let me clarify for Tino, because I don't want to get Marvin Harrison Jr. in the 2nd round. I don't want to get Neighbors in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. I don't want to get a Dunze in the 6th or 7th round. I'd rather take guys that we know what's going down. I got some grapes. Got some grapes. We're macking on, keeping me alive over here before I smoke this next bowl. And what up, Nick? I said, I notice when you feel like a fool, you try to make some other people look dumb. No, you just don't understand. If you're acting like a troll because you don't know what because of what I'm saying, I understand. But it's redraft season because 99% of the drafts that are happening right now are redraft. I'm hosting dynasty leagues right now, so I know people are still drafting in dynasty leagues. But everybody who's coming in right now, 99% of the people is redraft. No, I don't feel like you made me look like a fool. You sound like a fool saying, what's redraft season? Thoughts on Wandale as a stash? I have no thoughts on Wandale as a stash. He's unless they get Jameis Winston over there somehow, which is probably not happening. It is going to be it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be Neighbors who's getting like most of the work, and I'm sure it's gonna be ugly work as well. And it's gonna be one of the worst offenses in the league. Please wait for the season. Wait, season's almost here. What are we talking about? What are we waiting for? Be more specific, Tino. I don't get your cryptic messages. All my rookies I pick at least in the 9th round or later. Well, I would assume so. And those are all the super dart throws I just don't want. Like, I'm gonna try to do my best to pick somebody who I know already has somewhat of a role, even if that role is not big, because we're talking about the double digits. Waiting for dynasty season. No. Dynasty season is February through July, because the casuals don't come out to start drafting until August. And you know how many dynasty leagues I've started this year, Tino? 48 that have been slow drafts that have started all the way through. And that 48 just super flex IDP or super flex offense only. You know, said dynasty season's like Groundhog Day. Nah, bro. You're not drafted like you're one of like the casual dynasty like drafters. It's like you'll only draft those teams in August. But like the super hardcore, we're drafting all year, bro. We're starting days after the Super Bowl. Because it's your business. It's because it's your business. You get a cut of each one, sir. Yeah, because it's my business. And I know there's haters out there who they really don't like me taking a cut. But yeah, it's called business. And like every time you buy something anywhere, you're paying a cut to that business. I think Tino's just mad that his boys aren't doing this every single day. And, you know, that's just how it is. But they can't do it full time, bro. They're not on my level. That's what it is. Derek said, dynasties all year long. For sure. For sure. And Tina said, my bad. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts, too. Sorry your boys can't do this full time. Sorry, they're just part time. Because if they were on, you'd probably be over there. But they're not. Because they ain't doing it part time. Yeah, he said, I don't. I'll expose you, Huss. For what? It's all in the bylaws. Everybody knows what I do, bro. If you're over here just to troll, go hang out with your boys over there who had to do a 5-hour stream, yesterday, trying to be like me. And Gio said your boys are at our draft, sir. It's only because you guys don't have enough people in the east side of San Jose to be in your league because it sucks. Sorry, ma'am. I can't be in a league with a commissioner who doesn't know what he's doing. And actually, I guess Bogart's not the commissioner, but yeah, either way, Tino. Sorry you're bitter about whatever you're bitter about, bro. Remember when you said that I was an idiot for saying that Sam Darnold was going to be in a QB competition? Remember that? Trey Lance got shipped off pretty fast out of that competition. Have fun, Tino. Have fun being a troll, bro. I'm just going to smoke and do what I'm doing over here. And Jay said, when you host so many leagues, you got to get a cut, bro. I mean, Alex puts in more time at this than most doing a full-time job. For sure. And Tino's a business owner who probably doesn't make money with that business, right? Because, yeah, you got to get a cut of it, right? Is that like what it is? You got to get a cut of it, right? Like when you're a business owner, I don't know. Tino must be the only business owner that I know who doesn't get a cut of the things that he's doing for his business. Oh, man. Tino, you're funny, bro. You're funny. Yep, get your popcorn, guys. Get your popcorn. Because for whatever reason, Tino wants to go to war. But it's because his boys aren't doing a 5-hour show today. I don't trick people into business. Right. All bills are up front. Right, because when you pay in my leagues, it doesn't say that the commissioner is going to take a certain amount of money. When you read the bylaws, it doesn't say that the commissioner is going to take a certain amount of money and explains exactly why. You're right, Tino. You're right. And you'll lose this war, Tino, because all I got to do is just not paying attention to you. But, yeah, bro, you keep trolling. You keep trolling for your boys over there because they need it. They need the help. They need the help. And look, Tino, for guys like you, look at this book that I've been reading. Hug Your Haters. You need a hug, Tino? You need a hug? You not smoked this morning or something? Must be. I'm just going to do what I do and smoke and keep doing what I do. And we'll just hug the haters out there like Tino. Go report back to headquarters, Tino. They need your insight on how to do better. That's why they copy everything that I'm doing. Same time frame, same everything. Oh, gotta wake up. I've been doing that for 2 years, bro. 2 years. You need a hater book. You're the biggest hater. Biggest hater on who? Biggest hater on who? Hate on people who copy what I'm doing. I'll just call them out. People who spend time spinning their wheels and not moving up, like in anything they're doing. I mean, if that's hating, like you said, it's just facts, bro. It's just facts. Pam said you go to war over fantasy. I was just gonna say you need some herbal therapy. Pam, you already know what's up. Tina he's grinding right now. He's slaving away at whatever he's doing, and he's not able to smoke. So I understand. And Tino said it's jealousy. I'm sure it is, bro. I'm sure you are jealous of someone who gets to just hang out and smoke right now and just chill and do whatever he wants because he's built his life that way. That shit is funny. That's funny. Oh man. Well, we'll see. We'll see if Tino keeps coming around. But now we know why Tino's been around. It's just so he could get some intel and report back to headquarters. You and Lee, you guys are funny, trying to be double agents. That's just hilarious. What's hilarious is like staying in leagues with guys that you don't like. If I was in a league with somebody that I didn't like, I would just leave. But that's what's funny. The real hater, still in a whole bunch of leagues for whatever reason, and gonna lose all those leagues, and then gonna complain about everything that I do. That's just funny. And Tino said I'll still be around. And hey, man, you got to report back to headquarters. So I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. Because, yeah, they got to know what I'm doing over here so they can, start copying more things that I'm doing to try to get better. So, yeah, you keep reporting back to headquarters, Tino. Said, send my feedback. I don't need this league you asked me to join for free. Yeah, Tino, because you're not in a league where you pay to be in with me right now, right? But yeah, the Wafers leagues, yeah. Well, I'll send you back that feed. Don't worry. The free one. This shit's funny. So, let me see. I'm just going to play a song. And we're going to see what news came in, and we're going to smoke more weed while Tino tries to troll. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because what a job. Leagues, getting people on Patreon, the thing that Bogey didn't want to do. I got a whole bunch of ways that people make money. People want to make money for doing nothing, though, for sitting and talking. That's not how you make money. That's not how podcasts make money. They don't. And it's like, you rate my team: Stroud, Love. Is it 2QB? 2QB. Stroud, Love, Hall, Aaron Jones as a starter. Are you putting these in as starters? Hall, Aaron Jones, Kyren, Pacheco, Dell, Rice, Jake Ferdinand, Jake Ferguson, Khalil Shakir, Neighbors, Palmer. Man, I mean, well, so what would Aaron Jones? Okay, no order. Okay, yeah. Okay. Single QB or super flex? Throw it in, Doe. Single QB or super flex? But I mean, Stroud, nice. Hall, Kyren. I mean, Kyren as a number 2. I mean, that's nice. And then Pacheco. I mean, that would be like a flex, right? I mean, how many flex spots do you have? But see, your wide receivers though, kind of whack though. Like Dell and Rice as like the 1 and 2. I mean, that's super whack. I mean, I like what you did with Aaron Jones. I mean, I don't even know if you only have one flex. Aaron Jones isn't even playing. Like, right? Like, I mean, because you would have Pacheco at the flex. I mean, I like it, but this is this is like a C+ team to me. I mean, the wide receiver. I mean, I like Dell and I like Rice, but as your 1 and 2, like those guys should be like flex guys. Maybe one of them as like a number 2. And Neighbors, I mean, it's because you might have picked Neighbors higher than what you picked Dell and Rice, and I don't think that he would be worth starting over Dell and Rice, like, game 1, game 2. I'm gonna say C+. I mean, definitely it's nice. It's definitely nice, but the wide receivers is kind of why it makes me just want to just lower that grade. GPDC. Let's see. I'm just reading it out in my mind. So it's a decent draft. Obviously, you're not giving me your entire roster. but you definitely need to improve your wide receiver room somehow. I mean, your running back room somehow. Connor being a number 2 isn't horrible, but like you probably don't even have to do anything to improve this team like right away. Like the way that you improve your team a lot of times is through waiver wires. Okay. So, I mean, like that's it. Just paying attention every single week, throwing your hand in the hat of whatever, tipping your hand in the hat. However the fuck that saying is, I'm so high, but throwing your hand in the hat to try to get, the top waiver wire flavors of the week, like over the first couple weeks, like that's definitely what I would be trying to do, for sure. Definitely what I would be trying to do. And hopefully Connor doesn't get hurt early, and he'll be good as an RB2 for like the first couple games, but he doesn't have the best track record as far as health goes. You don't have to pick sides, Emil. It's the other side that's getting people to try to pick sides. Like, that's the thing. So I must say, when you and Bogey hosted Always a Fire show, not when he's screaming at me like he's fucking Skip Bayless. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun at all. And it was more annoying than anything. So it wasn't a game. It was practice. It was his first practice. And so he's got his work cut out for him. The thing that's tough with Noble and like the flag football, they're really just sports in general. It's like he's so like scared of the ball hitting him. Like, man, I mean, he is so scared of the ball like hitting him, and like so, like when they're working on catching, and he's so scared of the ball hitting him that he turns and pokes his finger. And I mean, he's definitely a lot better than when he started the practice, for sure. But I think like because there's a couple kids out there, there's only 4 kids who were there yesterday, and that's another thing that fucking sucks. There's like 5. There's supposed to be 5 starters, but like I'm just curious how this is all going to play out. But like one of the kids, he's 6, and his dad said this is his 3rd year going to be playing. Like it's crazy, or 3rd season or whatever. And then what? And then another kid, they just moved in from like Michigan or something, and he was playing tackle football, but he broke his wrist. And so his dad didn't want to have him playing tackle football like this year. And but he's really good, like as well. He's really good as well. So we'll see. Noble's got he's got to catch up. But the coach said they want to do, like, we're doing 3 practices a week in the beginning. So it's going to be he's at the end of the practice, he still said that he liked it. He's discouraged sometimes because, like, man, this one kid, the one who's been playing for 3 seasons now, this kid's 6 and he's small as hell, but like he fucking cuts on a dime. He fucking cuts on a dime. And like Noble was getting a little discouraged because he's so close to getting the flag, but couldn't get it. And like I keep telling him, like, try to get in front of him, but it's like that the kid's got the cut move so good that when he gets in front of him, the kid's just like just cuts hella quick. And so yeah, he'll be doing good though. He'll be doing good. Derek says Bogey's still in the Dynasty League. I mean, he's in a bunch. He only quit in one of the leagues. I mean, he's still in like, I don't know, 15 or 20 of them. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're I wouldn't be in a league with someone that I don't like. And like, I don't know what's up with Tino this morning and all the trolling and shit that he's doing like out of nowhere. But yeah, I'm just like, if people don't like me, why would you be in leagues with me still? Especially when you know that I make money like off of the leagues like that. That's all I'm saying. And Dennis said, no one's been trying to pick sides, bro. Well, hey, man, just like Tino said, it's all my homies that were there with in their draft. So, I mean, those are Tino's words, not mine. So, yeah, you could be here to defend anybody that you want. And I'm glad that you're here to defend your boy, because apparently he needs it for whatever reason. I don't know. For whatever reason, I don't know. And Tino said, all I said. First off, all I said. You said a lot. You said a lot. Tino said, all I said is this is Dynasty season, bro. You're too much. No, that's not all you said. It's not all you said. And Emil said, "Oh my God, let's all get along." Hey, man. I'm here to smoke weed and talk about fantasy football. And if you guys don't like my opinions, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Come on live. Come on live. I've always had an open door policy about letting people come on live. But for whatever reason, Tino just wanted to troll this morning and just got out of hand. Got out of hand. And no, I'll say it before and I'll say it again. It is not dynasty season. It is redraft season because 9.99999 drafts out of 10 right now are redraft. That's it. I've never had a problem with anybody, Emil. I really never have. I really never have. Woo. Let's play another song so I don't have to kill my voice. Say late second. You know, if you have an early first round pick, like you might be able to get him in the late second. You still probably can get him in the late second, early third in some of these leagues. You know, 8-man league, third round. You know, late second, third round. 10-man league, late second, third round. 12-man league, if it's a single QB, I don't know if you're getting him like mid-second round. You know, like you legit might have to get him if you have a late first round pick. You know, you get him with one of your first two picks. But outside of that, like I really feel like he's rising and rising and rising and rising like every few days that we do these drafts. So the closer that you draft to the season, the higher that you have to get him. And shit, see, look at that. Pam said 8 team. He didn't make it to the 3-1 last night. There you go. I mean, did he make it to the 2-8? Did he make it to the 2-8? Was it the last pick or just somewhere in the mid-second? I'm assuming. But even some places, he could definitely go in the first in some of these redraft leagues. 8-team league, 10-man league, like probably not. But you start getting into the 12-teamers, like unless it's a 3 wide receiver like league. I know there's a lot of people who are taking wide receivers more, but these regular fucking, I don't even know leagues. Like, I don't even know. Like just the ones with all the casuals, like they're taking Derrick Henry higher. It's like a lot of people when it was dynasty season, you know, and like people are like, oh, Derrick Henry's old. He's so old. Simmons is old. But like, now, when people are in redraft season, like they don't care. They don't care that Derrick Henry's old because they just need him for 1 year and that's it. They're not even thinking about anything like in the future. So, yeah, I'd say the second round target, and I would say probably not a late rounder, probably not a late second round target. So, woo. Hey, Will in the house. What up, bro? He said, should I drop Tyler Lockett to pick up the New Orleans defense? No. I have Baltimore. They're playing against Kansas City first week. What should I do? You run with Baltimore. Like you run with Baltimore. Like you didn't pick them up to not play them. You picked them up because they're elite. And can KC pick them apart? Yeah. Could Patrick Mahomes throw an interception or two? Yeah. Could somebody fumble the ball? Yeah. Could they get some sacks? Yeah. All that can happen. So unless there's like, and even the New Orleans defense, like who the fuck do they play in week 1? Panthers. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But New Orleans isn't even that good, though. Like, I mean, here's the thing. I would rather start an elite defense versus an elite offense versus a mediocre at best defense versus a bad offense. Because guess what? Fluky shit can happen. Fluky shit can happen in any of these games. But you pick Baltimore. you're not dropping a guy like Tyler Lockett. You're not dropping a guy like Tyler Lockett. I'm not dropping him. I'm not dropping him. He said, what's going to happen to Lockett? I'm in Dynasty. Any thoughts? He's going to be one of those guys. He's going to show out this year. Again, he's going to. Like, he's super solid. JSN is not going to overtake him. Tyler Lockett may be someone who potentially gets traded this year in the NFL. I don't know. It depends on how good Seattle's actually looking. If they come out and they lose a handful of games like early, maybe Tyler Lockett is on like the NFL trading block. Maybe he does go to a place like Buffalo or fucking Kansas City. I don't know. A lot of different reasons why anything can happen. But that's what I feel. But if Seattle's doing good, I think we're going to like him for fantasy, and I think we're going to ride it until the wheels fall off. But it also depends on your dynasty team, as well. What up, Bakes? What up, bro? And I would just and Pam said he'd be awesome on the Bills. Right. Like, that would be super sweet if Seattle didn't do that well, right away. And then the Bills just traded something for him. 5th rounder, 6th rounder. Cause it's not even going to take a lot to get an older guy like Tyler Lockett. He's no spring chicken. He's not a second round, second round value type of guy in the NFL. So I think that Tyler Lockett's a guy you hold, and the guy you get ready to move potentially if your team is not a contender. And by contender, even just someone who's making a playoff run, because I feel like Tyler Lockett, assuming health, which right now I don't assume I don't just assume that anybody's going to get hurt, maybe besides Gus Edwards and, J.K. Dobbins, those guys who literally get hurt every single year. I mean, outside of that, we're assuming health for all these guys. He may miss a game or two, but we can't predict someone's going to get hurt and be out for the season. Well, so what about Ty Chandler? I'm not messing with it. I'm not messing with Chandler. I feel like he's a waste of a pick. For you. All right, hold on, guys. I got to go see if anybody else is asking about the I got to see if anybody's asking about the Wafers League. So if anybody creates separation in how good they actually are. And Will said, but what if Aaron Jones gets hurt? Then you'll be able to re-pick him back up. How long are you going to keep New Orleans? 1 week. 1 week. So when can you pick up Ty Chandler? 1 week later, if you want to. You think people are going to be going out trying to get Ty Chandler? The New Orleans defense is going to be a more popular pickup than Ty Chandler, even if you put him out there. But I know there's some people who are, but nah, man. Forget waiting on handcuffs that suck. Ty Chandler sucks. If Ty Chandler was good, they wouldn't have went and got Aaron Jones. I have a hard decision. Keepers only. Keep Bijan for 58 or JT at 11. $200 budget. It's not a hard decision. You keep JT at 11 and then you try to get Bijan. Because how much would JT go for? It ain't 11. It ain't 20. It ain't 30. It's probably in the 40s, 50s. Probably something like that. So it's not a hard decision. You keep JT. You release Bijan to the Wolves. And you're starting off with a running back that should be worth $40 being worth 11. So no, it's not hard. Because you could pay more for Bijan at that point if you wanted to. So no, it's not a hard decision. JT at 11 is a steal. And he's a first or second round guy anyways. So no, not a hard decision, bro. Can't think with your heart. Gotta think with your head, man. Gotta think with your head. And you can still go out and try to get Bijan. You can still go out and try to get him. Jacoby said wide receivers are more Diggs, Marvin Harrison Jr., Coleman, Scary Terry. Running backs are Saquon. Who's Mr.? Okay, so you really need a second running back. Okay, I get it. Shoot higher. Shoot higher than A-Chain. But who's Mister? Like, who the fuck? Who's this? Who's the second RB? Who is that? Who's Mister? Oh, Mostert. Okay. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not horrible to start the season. It's not horrible because, I mean, I know you drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. probably higher than what you drafted DJ Moore, but yeah, DJ Moore's your number one. And see, and that's what sucks. Like for redraft, I don't want to draft a Marvin Harrison Jr. I want to draft who are the other guys who are available there? Garrett Wilson, potentially with Aaron Rodgers. Like, I'm just saying, like, this is why I don't want to draft like any of these rookies in like the redraft. Because like now, because you're banking on Marvin Harrison Jr., you're going to trade away your actual best wide receiver to try to upgrade your RB2. That's man. Hold. You got to hold. You got to rework that. And got to just get ready to work the waiver wire, bro. You may have made your bed and you got to sleep in it into week 1, but Mostert as the RB2 is not horrible going into week 1. Don't make an emotional trade. Jax, what up? Should I start Nico or Drake week 1? Wait till next week. Come back next week. Come back every day until next week. But whatever you want your opponent to know right now, put that person in. You want that person to think you're ready to go to war and you're the team to beat, put in the higher projected guy. You want the other team to fucking think that they're the favorite, put in whoever is the lower projected player, and then we're gonna redo this next week anyways. But yeah, we got 11 days before next Thursday. We got 14 days until we actually need to make a final decision on that. But I'll be here for you, bro. And I'm not saying I won't answer that question. I'm just saying right now with your lineup, it's about the mind games. Doesn't matter who we're starting because that could change next week. It's all about the mind games. You want to play mind games with your opponent? This is how you do it. You want them to think that you're going to be an easy dub in week 1? Just put in lower projected players. You want to put your best foot forward, show that you're the highest projected, out there? Just put in your highest projected roster, and then we'll readjust next week. Pate, Rico, Dowdle, or Dalvin now. I think it's still going to be Rico, but all three of those guys are probably going to have some kind of value now. And I think both are late dart throws in the both are just late dart throws in some of these leagues. And I still think Rico, but Rico took a hit. I don't think Dalvin's going to be the number 1, but Rico definitely took a hit. Pates also drafted Nico over Debo. Did I fumble? Nah. I mean, Debo could be better, but I really feel like CJ Stroud is just listen to what I'm saying. He's a more talented quarterback than Brock Purdy. And I feel like the way that they use Debo, they do get him involved in a lot of stuff. But Nico's CJ's guy. I still think that Diggs is going to come in there and lead the team in targets and in yardage. But I think that Nico's going to lead the team in touchdowns. And I think that both Diggs and Nico both crack 1,100 yards. And I know that's a lot. It's a lot because I don't know. When's the last time we've seen multiple, I know we've seen the 1,000 yard, the 1,500, then like 1,000 yard guy on the same team. Feel like we're pretty far removed from seeing like 3 1,000 yard receivers, but feel like in this NFL, like it could happen if the guys stay healthy. I feel like all 3 guys could go over 1,000 because Tank Dell's going to be like just one of those super efficient guys who's getting like the longer deep receptions, but I like Nico. I like him this year. I liked him last year because of where you were able to get him. And now it kind of sucks because Diggs came over there. So it's like now you got to draft him higher and hope that he hits, but I feel like he's gonna hit CJ Stroud and the Texans. Like they're handling biz. They're handling biz over there. Coach has been handling biz as well. All right. Let's see. I think there's still more people who are messaging about the wafers. If you guys want to get into the Wafers tournament, it is free to join. And the things that they're giving away, I mean, there's swag that they're giving away, like T-shirts. Last year there was hoodies and stuff. I'm not sure if that like what's going to be involved there, but I know the grand champion, whoever's the overall grand champion of this tournament, that's whoever wins the championship in week 17, and also whoever wins the championship in week 17, and also is the highest scoring team in week 17 out of those champions. You get a custom Wafers 420 crew Letterman's jacket. And man, this shit is fire. This shit is fire. And Jay said, hey, man, I'm in the 29 and the 138 now. Let's get them filled. Let's go. We're talking about the best ball divisions. This is awesome. Last year, we had 74 divisions in the best ball tournament. This year, we are getting all the way up to 138. 138. It would be 10 shy of doubling up since last year. But yeah, there's multiple people sending me messages and stuff right now about the Wafers, and then they're asking about the best ball like as well. Someone's asking about the WWF league, about the Royal Rumble. They're like, how do I draft the wrestler? I'm ready. It's like, it's going to happen. We got to figure out the day and time for the draft. Once we figure that out and everybody pays, we're getting into the wrestler draft. And then we're from there, the Royal Rumble is going down. Royal Rumble's going down. But yeah, it's going to be super fun. Is going to be super fun. And we've been rocking for almost an hour and 45. We are killing it, guys. An hour and 45. All right. Yeah, we got multiple people joining these leagues now for the Wafers. That's happening this weekend. We got 4 drafts that are happening on Saturday, and then we got 4 drafts that are happening on Sunday. So if you have not gotten into one yet, now's the time. Now's the time. All right, let's smoke another bowl. Let's smoke some weed. Pam said, Dynasty, pick up Steele, Mason, Cook. How much of 200? I like Steele more than any of them. Now that what's his name is out for the season, Elijah Mitchell. It does make a guy like Mason a little bit more valuable to the dynasties, but I feel like Steele, and dang, how much of the 200? I feel like he's worth 25%. I mean, he's going to be really hyped. I mean, I know he's the number 3 right now, but I really feel like he's going to overtake CEH. CEH has never panned out like they wanted him to. Let me see if any other news came in. The Raiders cut a DT. Colts are re-signing Evan Hall. Clifford to the Packers. Oh, shit. Bailey Zappi signing to the Chiefs practice squad. Interesting. Saints grabbed a running back. Lonnie Johnson Jr. signing with the Panthers. We already know about Dalvin Cook getting signed by the Cowboys. Yeah, this is crazy. And here's what I see. Sean McVay says Kyren Williams will be the Rams punt returner. Interesting. So to me, that adds zero value to Kyren. It actually makes his value worse. Steelers expect to sign Boston Scott to their practice squad. Oh, okay. So Hufanga, he officially got activated from the PUP. He's on the 53-man roster. There we go. And Jay said, what RB did the Saints get? All right, let me see. Let me try to pronounce his name. It's the Kenny Nwangu. Where was he from? The Minnesota, Kenny Nwangu. I think that's how you say it. Let me see. Dolphins moved wide receiver Odell Beckham, Bradley Chubb, Cameron Good, and offensive lineman Isaiah Wynn to the reserve, physically unable to perform list, while wide receiver River Craycraft, linebacker Wyatt Ray, and cornerback Cam Smith on injury reserve. The team has listed Craycraft and Smith designated to return. And Jay said nobody. Exactly. I don't even know why they did that, other than some random depth. That's really all that I can. That's all that I can think. All right, letting someone know about the leagues. All right, here we go. A lot of people getting into a lot of leagues. Yeah, depth until Miller gets back. Exactly. I mean, that's really it, right? Ken Bay, he's on the PUP, so he's going to be missing at least 4 weeks. But yeah, definitely a move as a reaction to that, for sure. And Derek said, "What up, bro?" He said, "What's everybody's thoughts on Cooks?" I mean, we kind of threw it out there that, like, he takes away from Rico. He doesn't take away from Zeke, in my opinion. It's just going to be annoying for Rico. That's really what it is. But I mean, we'll see if he's going to have like any kind of independent, like flex value like himself. Pam said, "Drop Tracy, Shipley, or Irving for him." He said, "I have Barkley." So yeah, I mean, if he picked up Shipley because of Barkley, yeah, I mean, I'm okay dropping Tracy. I'm okay dropping Tracy for him. I mean, is this a redraft league or is this a dynasty? Yeah, which one is it? Is it a redraft or is it a dynasty? Dynasty. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know if I'd drop any of those for Dalvin Cook. Probably not. Who else do you have besides Barkley? It's not like you're starting any of those guys, right? Those guys are just like bench depth for you. Maybe even taxi squad depth. All right. Next, let's play another song while we smoke this bowl. If the draft takes an hour and a half, that means we we're starting 50 minutes before the draft starts. So I don't think it would take less than an hour and a half. But yeah, if anybody wants to get in, now's the time. I posted all the links in all the other chats. So all the best ball chats and everything posted on Patreon. But yeah, go check them out. Go check them out. Drafting every day. All the weekday drafts are at 6 p.m. except next Thursday, which is at 3 p.m. because the season starts at 5:20 p.m. that day. And the pot's getting bigger and bigger. I need to make the payouts based on 138 divisions. I just wanted to make sure that we filled it all first. And then on the first or second day of the season, I'm going to throw everything in there. Everything's percentage based now. So it's really just me changing the numbers and see what it turns out to be. Based on 125 divisions, it was based on 125 divisions, it was 4,600 for first place. Yeah. Whew. That was a good bowl. We're going for more. But yeah, we're getting close to the end here. So I do want to shout out the producers of the show before we get out of here. All of our 420 crew, Patreon members, our ultimate priority member, Justin Pickle in a Jar, our all access members, our elite members, our superstar members. I need to change it to the 420 Ride or Dies, And those are the peeps who are subscribed on multiple platforms. We appreciate you guys. I need to add our man Jay Toker 1 to the ultimate members as well, the 420 Ride or Dies. Appreciate you guys. Another bowl, and we'll get ready. Another bowl or two. We'll see. I always say another bowl, and then sometimes it lasts to a couple if we get some comments that keep me talking. The stranger said, I'm seeing my Bengals. Got KJ Henry. KJ Henry or KJ Hamler? Who's KJ Henry? Who's KJ Henry? Why am I spacing on that? Crispy said, just pay me now. Best ball's mine. Oh, man. Crispy, he's got a lot of horses in this race. Let me tell you. And so how many drafts do we have left for the best ball? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Damn, we still got 9 drafts left. So 10 drafts as of yesterday. We still got 9 drafts left for best ball. $11 buy-in. And we're going to see what first place is going to be based on 138 divisions. But as of 125 divisions, it was 4,600. So I'm going to try to work my best numbers to where, I mean, that first place is like close to 5 somehow. It's got to be. Whoo. Oh, 2023 fifth rounder from the commies, the DL depth. Okay. Okay, KJ Henry, the DL. Man, what's going to happen with the big 3 over there for the DL? Hendrickson, Hubbard, and Murphy. Is Murphy going to be a thing? What are they saying about him this year, stranger? Because, I mean, I know last year it's going to be tough to get a lot of playing time over Hubbard and Hendrickson, but give me some insight on what they're saying about Murphy. Miles Murphy, that is, for those who don't know. And he was the first rounder or second rounder last year for them, one of the two. I think he was super late first round. Murphy's a pup. Oh, what? Oh, okay. So nothing new to report. Nothing new to report on Murphy. He's already hurt. Damn. Okay. Whew. See if anybody else banged his knee. Lame. All right. One more bowl. And then we're going to get up out of here. We'll be back tonight for the best ball draft. We got actually, I don't know if we're going to be live for the best ball draft. Might go live for the for one of the vampire drafts instead, because that one's going to be a little bit shorter. We'll see, because they both go down at the same time. But can still always do team draft grades and shit like that. But yeah, we got a lot of drafts that are going down. If you guys want to get into another draft, we got a handful of them with a few spots still. So the $11 best ball, $33 leagues, we have a few of those. $55 leagues, there's a few of those. And Crispy said, which vampire? I don't think you're not in it. It's a $55 vampire. It is the Blade Vampire League. And Jerry Swallows just got in over there. And if we can't fill it, I'm going to take one of the spots like in that too. It's not guaranteed. It's only if we can't fill it that I'm going to take that spot, because I got so many that I'm still already drafting for. Hey, shout out to Derek. But yeah, that's the last one for the vampires, though. Oh, nice. Derek's on lunch right now. Perfect. So well, there we go. Maybe a couple more bowls since Derek's here. All right. I like it. Let's keep the chat going. I'm going to have to go get some water, though. And hell yeah, Pam. And Pam, did you join the wafers? League already? It's been awesome. There's been people joining all day. We got 4 drafts on Saturday and 4 drafts on Sunday, and filled them all last week. All of them got filled. I mean, it was, some came down like right to crunch time. And Derek said, you get into one of the wafers huts? Not yet. So here's my plan. You guys ready for this? So there was only one. So we're going to be drafting up until a boombox. All right. Nice. We're going to be drafting up until this Sunday, right? And assuming that we fill all the leagues, if I haven't got into one to take up one spot, there's one more league 11. And this one, it did not fill in time. It was a Saturday morning one, like I think 2 weeks ago at this point, something like that. And so if I'm not able to get into one of those, I'm going to open up the number 11, but I'm going to open up to 420 crew members. And at least the first wave will be 420 crew members. And then we'll have one more. And then we'll officially fill 28. And then it'll be a bunch of savages that I'll be in. Then I'll whoop all your asses in that and get that coveted wafers 420 crew custom Letterman jacket. Man, that shit looks so dope. I want it. So that's the plan, Derek. So be ready, because there might be a wafers draft potentially for 420 crew members that goes down on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And these drafts are hella quick. I mean, I think they're only taking like 45 minutes, like if that. So that's my plan. I got a plan and a backup plan, because if I'm probably still going to open up that number 11 to 420 crew members no matter what. But I think if I have to take a spot in one of them, I may or may not get in that one. Like, we'll see. I may get in both of them, but we'll see. We'll see you later, Pam. Thanks for coming through. We were here for almost 2 hours. Appreciate you. We'll catch you later. And but yeah, so that's my plan, and maybe I will end up getting into 2 if I do have to take a spot in one of these, but it'll be maybe we'll get, if we have to do the 11, well, no, we're gonna do the 11, so that's gonna happen. I just need to figure out the other ones first, and then I'll work on this. Gotta figure out all those, but maybe I should start figuring out hold on, this motherfucker, what do you say? All right. And Big said, no, no one's ever whooped my ass. He said, when I was born, I slapped the doctor. You remember Steve Urkel in Family Matters? And he's talked about how bad he is. Oh, yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad. He was like, when I was born, the doctor slapped me. I shot him. And they were like, whoa. Is when he was going up against the Dragons. He said, you're going down, homie. Just get ready, because we are going to fill that 11 somehow. And because 28, like, that was the goal coming in. And yeah, one of the leagues may be doubled up, like, type of people, but you know what? Like, we couldn't fill it before. And so this is going to be, and maybe we'll try to get a couple regulars, in there. But also just something extra for the 420 crew, so we can all get into one draft, together, something like that. And it'll be for Wafer's draft that didn't get filled at the time. So, different things happen. But yeah, this is such a fun time, man. We got how many days? 8 days of drafting, something like that. Like, man, 7 days of drafting. This is like the most fun time. Like, these last 7 days, shit's hectic right now. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like, shit is hectic. I'm trying to fill up like all these leagues. So if there's any other leagues that anybody wants to get into, just message me. Okay. Just message me. And yeah, we'll figure out the buy-ins, and there's a couple that we just need like 1 or 2 spots filled. And if you're someone I trust, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out the buy-in. Just like message me, and but yeah, it's something that, yeah, we got a handful that we still got to fill. It's close. A lot of these are super close. It's getting hectic at the same time. And Derek said, I need that Wafers jacket, bro. I want that Wafers jacket so bad. There's no buying it either. Like, there's no buying it. You have to earn it. And like, so even me, someone who like came up with this whole fucking idea, I can't like get one of those. You gotta fucking earn it, man. You gotta fucking earn it. And Big Son shot him. It made me laugh out loud. That shit was so funny, man. The doctor, when he slapped me, doctor slapped me, I shot him. Everybody like jumped back. They're like, whoa. Family Matters, man. Fucking Urkel. Sal said, I love some extra action. You got my number, bro. Message me. You got my number. Unless you're a degenerate who like lost my number because you lost your phone, had to get some new phones or something along the way. You might be one of those degenerates, but if you still got my number has been the same since like 08. You should still have it. Crispy said, when I was born. Crispy said, when I was born, all the nurses gathered around. They gazed through the window at the joy that they had found. Fucking Crispy. All right, since Pam left, since it's just the guys here now, we'll play this one for Crispy. Get the numbers up, but it also allows for a lot of different people to join, because this Saturday and Sunday is the biggest draft weekend of the entire year, baby. The biggest draft weekend of the entire year, because it is redraft season. Nick said, rest the starter just announced. I told you guys. Field sucks. I told you guys. Let me see. Let's see where it says. Yep, Mike Tomlin announced Russell Wilson is going to open against the Falcons. QB1. Derek, I told you, bro. And I don't even remember if you said Fields, but you're just the one who said that and you're mad about it. So I told you. I told you. And the pops, you tell me shit. Whoo. I don't know why people thought that Fields is the guy. I don't know why. Oh, shit. Lewis signed. He already found a new team. He's signing with the Jets. Those goddamn Jets. And that's all that's new from earlier. Oh, man, I ain't worried Fields be starting soon. Nah, man, because as long as the Steelers are winning, why would they move on from Russ unless it's his fault that they're losing? Fields isn't that good. He is not that good. Okay. Oh, man. It's crazy. They won't be winning with Russ. Mike Tomlin wins with everybody. He's never had a losing season in the NFL. And even when he was starting fucking Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges and shit, like they're still figuring out ways to win. So, and Russ is better than all those fools. So they updated Smarter. Stream's been working great. Oh, yes. Crispy. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right. And one thing that one thing that I want to remind everybody who uses the streaming service, when you're using it on your phone, there's like 2 arrows and it's kind of like a circle at the top. Remember to do that. Remember to do that for the Sunday football games, just football games in general. Just refresh whenever you're going to watch something. It's just it's a good habit to get into. Always do it on Wi-Fi. That's good to hear, Crispy. I'm glad because I know it was bullshit for a while. So I'm glad. I'm glad it works. And I'm telling you, Crispy, get a freaking Fire Stick. I mean, I know maybe your ass, maybe you need to hold that shit like right up to your face, but I'm just saying, get a Fire Stick, like just, I know there's probably no Best Buy or anything like by you, but I mean, they have them at any electronics store. You could get it. So if there's an electronics store in town, you know, somewhere you can get it, or order it off of Amazon. I'm sure they deliver to where you are. It might take, might take a buggy and carriage or something for them to get to you, but get an Amazon Fire Stick, man. I'm telling you, because like, as long as your internet isn't shit, that's going to be like the best way to like watch it. Then you can have it like on your TV as well. Because that's just, it's the way to do it. You can have multiple games up like on the Fire Stick. There's an option for 4 to do 4 games at once. I don't know if it's my internet that's not fast enough, or maybe I don't have the top of the line like Fire Stick, because there's like multiple versions of them, and I kind of bought like the basic one to do it, and so I can't stream 4 games at once. But man, 3 games at once for Red Zone plus 2 games that you specifically, want to watch. I mean, it's the way to do it. It's the way to do it. And Derek said, get a carrier pigeon to bring one. It's worth it. See, just any way that you can get it out there. I know that drone's probably a no-fly zone out in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I mean, a carrier pigeon, they can fly through anything. Oh, man. Pigeons drop. Yeah. In Crispy's area, there might be some people shooting pigeons out there, especially if they're carrying some kind of package with them, huh? But I'm telling you, Crispy, get a Fire Stick, man. Get a Fire Stick. It's worth it. It's worth it. I'm not saying you can't use your iPad. You can use both at that point. You can use both, but I'm sure that you want to watch things on the TV as well. And as long as it's a TV that you bought this century, well, actually, maybe not. As long as it's a TV you bought in the last 10 or 20 years, it should have an HDMI plug-in, and that's all you need is just be able to plug a piece into the HDMI, and that's it. That's it. As long as you're not like my mom with some big ass fucking. My mom still had, like, just because she didn't want to pay for a new TV, someone fucking gave her that shit for free. And like it was so ridiculous. Like one of the TVs that's like bigger than me and shit, like the 6-foot TV, but it's like the screen's only so big because it's got like a huge fucking 3-foot by 5 fucking stereo speaker and all that shit. So ridiculous. And Nick, I'm gonna put in the info in there for you. It's yeah, exactly, one of those motherfuckers. I was like, can you just call someone and see if they were a fool like you to let someone take this shit off your hands, please? Like, you could literally buy a TV for $100 that's like the same size screen as on this big ass TV, and it doesn't take up a fucking corner of your fucking living room. So ridiculous. Oh man. And the service is called Insomniac. There's a couple different apps that the service gets utilized on. You can use it on a Fire Stick. You can use it on a phone. It works better on an iPad and an iPhone, but you can use it on an Android, and you can use it on a computer and things like that. So here's where you sign up. Once you sign up, Nick, you have to put in your information, like phone number and you have to put in an email for sure, but it's optional if you want to put in your phone number. And if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. Just let me know how you want me to reach out, and I'll send you all the instructions for signing up. If you have the iPhone or an iPad or an Android, I mean, you're going to be getting an app. If it is on the Fire Stick, it's still getting an app, but you have to go through a couple steps to download that app. But very easy, and then once it's there forever. As long as you don't have AT&T, you're good. For whatever reason, it doesn't work that good with AT&T. So outside of that though, you're all good in the hood. And it's $40 a month. $40 a month, all the games and everything, all in one spot, like too. And what else? And like you can have it on, like you got to pay $10 extra if you want to have it like on your phone and the TV at the same time, like on a Fire Stick and your phone, and like doing it simultaneously. You got to pay $10 extra, but so worth it. It's the greatest thing going. He said TV with record player work. Well, yeah, but you have to be watching it. Like it's old school. Like you have to have it on. Like if you were leaving your house or something, you could leave it on record, and it would record it, and then you could come back and watch it. I think that's pretty much the only way that it works. You can't like record and be changing around, or it won't work. It's like the old school, like fucking it's like the old school DVR and shit, where like you couldn't be changing channels. It had to be on there recording it. So same type of shit. But so I mostly just tell people no, because unless they understand that part of it, it's not going to be a good experience for them. So more often than not, I just tell people no, that you can't. But you can. It has to be on that channel still. And like the thing is like you really don't need to like record a bunch of things, because it has the on-demand stuff as well. Like you have the TV series like option. So like if it's a TV show, I mean, you don't have to record it. It'll be on like, the TV series like section, like in a day or two, like after it comes out, more often than not. And and then all the movies and shit that are on there as well. Super cool. And you just buy a Fire Stick, and you're all good in the hood to get it to your TV. If you have like 2 TVs, buy 2 TVs, 2 Fire Sticks. I mean, shit, you can get 6 games going at once. It's killing it. You get 3 TVs, you can get all the games going at once with 3 Fire Sticks. Sinus Rinse, what up? Said, yo, first time here. What up? You into fantasy football or 420 or one of the two? It's usually what we're talking about. And I'm live like all the time. We're always live in the morning and live in the evening as well. Derek said, I'm going to be getting another Fire Stick active soon, Huss. I mean, it's perfect for watching a shitload of games at once, for sure. Just having 2 Fire Sticks and 2 TVs. Like I have a TV over here. I have an extra monitor for my computer, and then my computer like right here, and I need to move it, take advantage of my desk space here, and get another TV or another monitor, like one of the two. And oh, Crispy said he has AT&T and it's still working good. That's good. That's good. All right. Maybe that's why things were fucking up a little bit before. Okay. It makes sense. Makes sense. And Simon said, nice bong, man. He said, fantasy football fan here. Yeah, appreciate you. It's a Jerome Baker bong. If you guys want to get Jerome Baker bong, it's so dope, man. We got a promo code with them now. So if you guys want to get a Jerome Baker bong, you can get a 10% discount because of me. And super, super cool. Throw the link in right now. The promo code is fantasy. They wanted to make something because they knew like fantasy football. So fantasy is the discount code. But if you click on the link that I just sent right there, you click on the link and then literally just it already plugs in the discount, my discount for you, and you save the 10%. So and Crispy said, I just want red zone. Okay, so that's all you, I mean, if you just want red zone and that's it, you just need one stream and that's it. And Sinus Rinse, what do you think about the first 4 picks in a super flex? Hey, and you're a super flex fan. I like it because there's I trying to push people more towards the super flex and the IDP. So I like it. You're already halfway there. Hill, Jackson, Prescott, Laporta. I mean, that's nice. That's nice. Was Kelsey not an option at that point? I said, not sure if it was good on my part. I mean, it's super solid. I don't know what position you're picking out of, but in a super flex, I do like leaving the first 6 rounds with 2 quarterbacks. So that's kind of like the threshold of where I put it. If I'm in a super flex league, it's like first 6 rounds, I got to have 2 quarterbacks within that first 6 rounds. So I mean, what was that? The second and the third, where you got Jackson and Laporta, and you might have one of the better QB duos out of the league. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. And Derek said, super flex IDP is that ish. Hell yeah, man. It's the way to play. It's the way to play. It's so funny because like I haven't, as much as I like push the super flex IDP on people, I don't really talk shit like anymore like I used to. Like that's something I've kind of got out of in my adult age, as of this year probably, where I don't talk shit about people who don't play in super flex IDP, just like randomly on the internet. But it was so funny in the Facebook group. Someone was like, they were like, for all you assholes talking about how Superflex IDP are the only men's leagues out there. And I was just like dying laughing. And I was like, I know it wasn't me who said that this time, but I was like, every time that happens, I somewhat feel like I'm responsible for it somehow. Like, I know it's probably not the case, but like, because I know I've gotten so many people, especially in that group, like in the Superflex IDP. So that shit just like, it made me laugh. Like, so that shit made me laugh so hard. It was funny. It was funny. He said, yeah, Kelsey was there, but it's a 3-year keeper. Laporta was better, my thinking. Man, I mean, it could be. I'm still on the Kelsey train, though. Like, I still think that Kelsey, like, even in a 3-year keeper, I'm still thinking that Kelsey could be there and still kind of what he's at, like, for those 3 years. Look at guys like Tony Gonzalez, who, like, played until he was, like, almost 40, And, Nick said, what's the site to sign up for your fantasy leagues? Oh, 420crew.com. 420crew.com. Yeah. Anybody who wants to get in leagues, we got a handful of leagues. You could join for free. So you don't even have to join as a paid member to like be included in like the posts that are about leagues and all that kind of stuff. Definitely join. Everybody who's not a member over there, a free member, go join. I recommend joining at least as a $5 member. There's going to be perks during the season that you at least have to be on the $5 member to get. But yeah, I would go join. Go join, guys. 420crew.com. He said, man, my RBs are so bad. He said Aaron Jones, Rashad White. I mean, Rashad White's not horrible, but yeah, as that's how it goes, though. That's how it goes. You prioritize certain positions, and other positions, they kind of take a little bit of a back seat. But if you're only starting 2 running backs, you'd probably be okay. And Nick said, bro, I remember moving that Emerson till TV. I still have bad problems now, bro. Man. Those old ass TVs, dude, they were so fucking heavy, man. They were so fucking heavy. And the Emerson and man, I'm trying to think of what it was, a big ass box TV, but it was like it was the time right before the LED, you know, when all that shit started getting like a lot cheaper. Those big ass box TVs, like, man, those shits were heavy as fuck. Now fucking these 65-incher, man, like it's nothing. Two people can move that with two fingers. And Nick said, I just turned 25, feeling old. Bring back Blockbuster. Said, how old are you? I'm 38. I'll be 39 in January, so 38. I'm one of the older 38s. And Simon said, what do you think about Kyren returning punts? I think that made his value worse in my mind about returning punts, because they didn't say kick returns. And so I was wrong about that, everybody. I corrected myself where it's not kick returns. Sean McVay specifically said punt returns for him. I feel like that lowers his value and kind of raises Corum's value a little bit to me. Even though I don't want Corum. I mean, Dynasty is different. Talking about redraft, I'm probably not going to be drafting a guy like Corum in the redraft leagues. I'll take a shot on someone who's a little bit more solidified. And Nick said, "You're awesome, Alex. Love the show. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for always tuning in." Because, yeah, we're going hard for this football season. We always do. Have been for the last couple years. And doing this full time, you guys know you're in good hands with your fantasy questions here, because there's 1% of like fantasy content creators that are actually doing this full time. I'm actually here doing this full time. I live, eat, breathe, sleep fantasy football. And it's like the whole business that I'm like running as well. That's why. So appreciate you guys. What do you think about Dalvin Cook coming back to the Cowboys? Sinus Rent says, well, it sucks for Rico Dowdle. Like, that's who it sucks for. Because I don't think Cook takes any goal line work away from Zeke. I mean, maybe random ones here and there, but nothing that's going to make a difference. But yeah, Rico, this isn't really that good for him. But also Cook still sucks. Like, that's like another thing. Like, Rico's still the number one. And he said, I feel like he could be the RB1. You're not the only one. Our homie Derek, who's over here on YouTube, he said he dropped Rico for Cook. And I was like, wow, like that's like kind of a bold move, because I still think Cook sucks. Like, he's not good like anymore. Like, I mean, is he better than Rico? I don't know, because Rico's like never really been that great, you know. And so him being the RB1 on the team like already seemed a little suspect to me. But now they bring in Zeke. Now they bring in Cook. I just don't think Cook can be the RB1 over there. I just don't think so. I mean, he sucks, man. Like, we've seen him for the last couple years, and he's not good. And I know we could never know. I'm just picking a side. I'm just picking a side and saying that Cook sucks. And I don't think that he's going to be the RB1. That's really it. It's a 50-50 shot, right? Either Cook's going to be the RB1 or he's not going to be. But yeah, like, they're all trash like right now. Like, man, what are we in 2018? Dalvin Cook and Zeke. That's what we're talking about here. Like 6 years ago, it's a way different story than what it is now. It's a way different story in 2024. 2018, man, this could have been the best backfield like out there. Like, just hands down. Maybe not even Rico. Just kick his ass off. Just Dalvin Cook and Zeke, who could have been one of the best backfields of its time. But no, not anymore. And Will said, okay, you obviously know by now that Smitty loves Kyren. Yeah, for sure. Best trolling line the other day was one guy said, I'm not spending a second rounder on a special teams player. What did he say to that? What did he say to that? Oh, man. What did he say to that? And Ryan said Pierre Strong could be a sneaky pickup. Probably not. I mean, it's probably not, but I mean, it's worth picking up like in a dynasty. You know, he's going to be the number 2 over there because Nick Chubb's going to be starting on the pup, right? So, like, no matter what, Pierre's at least a number 2, like on a team that runs the ball, you know, a decent amount. So, is it worth a pickup? Yeah, is it worth, like I think in one league, just because like I don't know, our fab's about to be reset in a couple days. I spent like $100 like on them just to make sure. But yeah, it's more Nick Chubb insurance than anything. And Science said, I kind of feel like Kyran will not return punts for long. Yeah, I mean, me neither. It doesn't really make sense. This could be Sean McVay. It could be him trolling, right? Like, I mean, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniels, Jim Harbaugh, like these guys like to troll the media. Like it seems like they do it on purpose. What if this was a troll job? Is it because obvious for me, Kyren's the RB1? Yeah. Corum's not better than Kyren. Not yet. I don't know if he even noticed it in the comments. He said he did. He barely mentioned it, but then it got the chat going wild. I bet. That shit's funny because I bet there are people in the chat who like just kind of like to troll, right? And seeing, I guess it's got to be on me in the future to just not read like any troll, because we could leave them in here and people could talk shit because it really just helps. It helps the algorithm, for sure. But it's got to be me not like interacting with the trolls either. But it made for a decent segment though, right? And Crispy said, apparently McVay's wife is fired. Not apparently. Apparently, that's why he shipped Jared Goff away, because she was liking Jared Goff a little bit too much. Oh, Will said, does he get to keep his wrench? You know what? Almost need to downgrade him, huh? Thanks. Thanks, Will. You're right. Let me see if I can go back far enough. Totally can. Gonna have to figure that out. And Science says, talk about Chubb. He said, you think he'll be there before week 6? Probably. I mean, he has to miss at least 4 weeks. So he'll probably be there in week 5. And that's funny. Crispy said, apparently McVay's wife is fire, according to Goff. Science said, asking a lot of questions, but love to talk about it. What do you think about Marquise Brown and Mike Williams? I think that Mike Williams is a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Hollywood, okay, aka Marquise Brown.
Sing about Hollywood.
I think he'll be there in like week 3. So it's funny that you picked 2 people that I have that I had 2 drops ready for. But it's because one of them was a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
And but yeah, I think Hollywood's gonna be decent over there. But if Rashee Rice doesn't get suspended, that doesn't bode too well for Hollywood. And I don't care about Juju Smith-Schuster coming back. That doesn't matter. But yeah, I think once Hollywood comes back, he's going to be all right, even though we're always saying goodbye to Hollywood.
Sing about Hollywood.
Super fun. I need to get more people. I need to get more drops for people. Man, there's just like so many things going on in the day. I need an intern. I need an intern who wants to find sound drops, who's super, super into that shit. So finding sound drops so I could get more names on the board here, because we got a couple, but we need more. And when I say a couple, we maybe got like a dozen and a half. But especially because we play in Superflex and IDP, there's so many people that we could still talk about. Because let me see, as of right now, I think I only have one guy who is who's a defensive player, and that's 2 defensive players.
She's a killer queen.
Patrick Queen and Anal Zone.
Get in the zone.
I picked Waddle. But am I alone? I find his ADP is too high. His ADP probably is too high, especially because he's a little banged up right now. But yeah, I mean, no matter what, like Tyreek the Freak is the main attraction over there. And that part of things isn't changing. Waddle's still a really great number 2. But it's like you almost have to draft him to be your number 1 on your team. And that's what I think the tough part is. And I feel like people want to get him a little bit higher. It's like he's like one of those people who's kind of last before like a tier break, And I think like really that's what it is. So that's why his ADP probably keeps going higher and higher, because like the closer we get to the season actually starting, it's like the higher guys like that go. And I don't know why. And maybe it's because of certain fantasy analysts like out here who may, be talking about certain guys. Who the hell knows? I hope that I can just make certain guys ADP lower, because guys who we're completely staying away from. And Will said if Rosenboom becomes a thing, you're going to have to get a boom drop or something like boom, shake it to the room. Well, what about the one from the Longest Yard? Remember the Nelly one? Here comes the boom, the one that I use on the IDP. If he ends up becoming a boom, and nobody else is mentioning him besides me, you know that, Will, because everyone's thinking it's going to be the other guy right there. The fucking free agent. And so I said, I feel there's so much changes this year. We'll have so many surprises. Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a shitload of changes every single year. Like, that's like never different. It's never different. I've been playing fantasy football for almost 20 years now. And like, it seems like things are the same, but everything's different when you like think about it. Like, is different when you think about it, because like there's coordinators that are moving teams, and that's going to change the offense and the defense, or sometimes a combination of both. And then the head coaches that are going to be changing from team to team. And then when you get all the players that are changing from team to team mixed in with all those schemes and everything like that. But the one thing that we can always bank on is like talent. And like a lot of this comes down to talent. And I'm not saying that untalented guys, or I mean, everybody in the NFL is talented. I'm talking, but when we're talking about veterans who are like, they've been in the game, I mean, that's a level of talent that a lot of rookies, maybe second year guys, don't have, like right out of the gate. And how about guys who are first rounders compared to guys who are 5th, 6th, 7th rounders? If you're if you're a 6th rounder plus being a veteran, that your talent's already being raised. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you're talented, unless you're buried on the depth chart like JSN, Roma Dunze, like guys like that, I feel like, in year 1, 2, you're still only going to rise so much, unless you're like a Marvin Harrison Jr., unless you're like Zeke. I mean, I think he killed it right out of the gate. Like, I know he killed it right out of the gate his rookie year, because he's like never had a year that was like that good like since then. But those are so few and far between. Saquon was different when he was a rookie. You think Warren takes a place and not? No, man. He's hurt. Warren is hurt already. He's already starting with a hammy. And like the reason why Warren was even like getting in the mix more was because Najee was hurt as well last year. Hurt, not injured. What we'll send here. This is so ridiculous, Will. And boom, there goes the dynamite. That shit's funny. That was so lame, though. I wouldn't like. We're making fun of guys with a drop like that. No way, Warren. All right, we've been rocking for almost 3 hours. 3 hours and solo for 3 hours. And Will said, but it's funny. Boom shakalaka. And yeah, we're gonna finish this bowl. Appreciate you, Derek, for coming in, spending your time here in between work shifts. Everybody else who's in between parts of their work shift and you're coming here, appreciate you, everybody. Shout out again to our producers of the show. Salute. Derek's he said back to the online. And I'm heading offline. 420crew.com. Go sign up. You'll see some posts about some leagues. You'll find me in there. You'll be able to get in touch with me. Let's join these leagues. We got a bunch starting between now and next Wednesday. Sinus rinse. What do you think about the offense in Pittsburgh? I think it's going to be slow. I think it's going to be methodical. I think that Russ is going to be a better QB than anybody they've had over the last couple years. But I think George Pickens sucks. So I like Najee. It's kind of the only person that I like there. And yeah, even though Russ is dangerous,
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. A flip mode squad is dangerous.
but he's a little bit real dangerous at the same time. So yeah, I don't think too highly of the Steelers offense right now. Will said, looks like the buyer that did their last inspection on my home could be sold the 29th or the 30th. Good shit, bro. Good shit. And Will said, not Warren. He's hurt, man. He's hurt. He already has a hamstring injury and he might be missing a game or two. I know he's not missing a bunch, but like that's the reason why he was good last year, was because Najee was hurt and they were like giving him like more work because of it. Najee is still the guy. It is not Warren. If Najee gets hurt again and Warren is healthy, then yes, I'll like Warren at that time. But going into the season, Najee being healthy, I like Najee. He's their guy. He is their guy. All right. We'll see you guys a little bit later. I think we're going to do the vampire draft live because it's a little bit shorter than the best ball draft. And Will said, don't forget about Cordarrelle. You mean Corduroy Pimpin'? Corduroy Pimpin', you mean. Get it right.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
They didn't get him to take away from Najee. They got him to take away from who? Warren. That's who they got to take away from. But yeah, Corduroy Pimpin'. Let's see what he could do. Could he get back to flex territory? We shall see on the next installment of Elevated Sports Talk. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.